What's up guys, Jacob Rothenberg here, and in today's video I want to talk about how to be more productive and mainly how to increase your daily energy. One thing that I learned from Tony Robbins, say what you want about people into self-development and all that, the biggest takeaway that I got from Tony Robbins that was practical to my life was that energy is the key to everything that you do with your daily routine and with work, and you need energy in order to be productive and active. So if you're someone that's very lethargic, you're not going to get a lot of work done. You're going to be very slow, very sluggish, and very slow paced. And come to think of it, the best entrepreneurs I've worked with personally always had great energy. And there were always certain things that they did to ensure that they kept having a good amount of energy day to day, even when working hard day to day, like 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And this is something I hold close to myself too, because I think energy is one of my weaknesses as a person. Now, it didn't used to be a weakness, but I'll just say it. I've put on some weight since traveling around this year overseas, just from not being active in the gym as much as I used to be, and from not being strict with my diet. That's all on me. It's not excuses. It's all on me to be accountable for. But since I'm now back situated in California, I'm holding myself accountable for getting back on track and making sure that I can get back to being a high energy person. So the most common trick people use for staying high energy are these cans, these caffeine cans, these monsters, these rock stars, bang energy drinks. Energy drinks are awesome. They have their place even in workouts. Like I'm gonna actually drink this pre-workout and sip on it during my workout. But the worst things about these guys, when you're actually doing like online marketing or working from the computer, these give you a high for a good 2 or 3 hours, then you crash real bad. So in terms of sustainable energy, this is not the solution, but to defend it, it is a great way to either be productive for a super short period of time or for your workouts. One thing that I've looked at now compared to before are workout products, pre-workout products that are longer sustaining. So I am in California. We've got a franchise called NutriShop. Shout out to NutriShop Elk Grove for hooking me up with this one's called Work Ethic. So basically, I'm not going to be a nutritionist here. This has got some kind of formula where the energy that you take from it sustains for 6 to 7 hours without the crash. Now, if you're working out, this is a good solution for not crashing. Or, I know this sounds a little twisted, if you're working in front of the PC, this is something that I used to do too, even in my corporate job, I would take a dose of something like this, get my 6 or 7 hours in of just doing work in front of the computer, and not necessarily crash, but take a nap afterwards. So that's a solution if you want to be continuing as an energy drink or supplement junkie. Use something with longer sustaining caffeine and all the blends around it. Now, better practical advice, more responsible advice. The number one thing you can do for your energy is just to lose weight and to lose body fat. Okay, it's just no secret. When you're bigger, you're sluggish, you need more sleep, the quality of your sleep goes down. I would know I'm 260 pounds right now, not where I want to be, or even where I should be, but I just know the effects of being big. So it's nothing personal or nothing offensive to you big guys out there, but I'm with you in the same camp. The number one thing that we can do to cut down on weight, prep to meals, okay? So that means stop going to Carl's Jr., stop going to Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Taco Bell, even In-N-Out. Sorry to say. But you got to start prepping your meals as far as maintaining a ratio for your diet between proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. You can cook your rices, or even buy your rices from the store, microwave it, prep your meats, and distribute your meals for the week in one of these containers. So that's a good idea for you. Meal prep is everything with keeping macros consistent and making sure you're actually eating what you need to eat and that you're following your diet plan because you're sticking strictly to the Tupperwares. Okay? And third tip, something that I've done since I've been a teenager is practically using these. Now, I'm not saying over rely on protein bars. This is what I'm holding here in case you didn't know. But with protein bars, I find them not as actual meals, but meal replacements, or even I would say snack replacements, to where these are bars with 22 grams of protein and only 5 grams of carbs per bar. If you go with something like Quest bar or something with a 0 net carb bar, that's even better. But if you want to just make sure you hit your protein quota for the day, maybe you're not accustomed to a lifestyle where eating 200 grams of protein a day is achievable for you yet, these can help you reach your quota. It's good for not replacing meals with, but in between meals, if you need to hit your protein quota, that's how you do it. Keep in mind, you still got to be active with working out. I would say at least 3 times a week, if not 4 times a week. Get your cardio in, do your weight training. Everyone in entrepreneurship that I know of works out to some degree. One thing interesting, I'm just going to share a video. I don't think he minds. You know, Bobby. Bobby is probably the most hardcore productive person I've met in my life. He's someone that can work out work in front of a computer 24 hours straight, if not longer. And you know, yeah, he is a bigger guy. He's bigger than me. But what's surprising to most people, perhaps, is that guy actually works out at least 3 or 4 days a week, and he goes really hard on the treadmill. So yeah, bigger physique, but he does his job of keeping his energy sustained and keeping it high by staying in relative shape by doing endurance exercises, weight training, and aerobic exercises like being on the treadmill, running on the treadmill, etc. And yeah, I guess you can get fat after a certain time when you've like really made it and you're like a multimillionaire, what have you. But until then, the best bet for you to achieve success is to stay fit or get more fit, increase your energy, and be productive. So that's all I've got for today, guys. I know it's not necessarily a Kindle publishing video, but I want to mix it up, see what you all like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe. I'll see you later. Take care.